Creative 2.0 has been out for a few weeks now, and every single day, more and more awesome maps are getting published. I'll be showing you the top 100 Creative 2.0 islands. And we start off with this map, known as Sketchy Gun Game. If you've never played the gun game before, basically, every time you get an elimination, you get a different weapon. And the objective is to be the first person to go through every single weapon in the game. But this map has a twist. The entire thing literally appears to be drawn with a pencil, which is an effect I never thought I would see in Fortnite. And there's even a super cool custom map to play this on. This definitely isn't the coolest Creative 2.0 map we're going to show in this video, but I definitely think it's worth checking out at least once. The code to play it is on your screen right now. Next up, I'm sure we all miss Klombo, meaning this map is perfect as it's literally called Klombo Island. Like the name suggests, it's a floating island that consists of 3 different Klombos. That also doubles as a free-for-all map, so you're able to fight against a bunch of enemies as well. The only downside is, since Epic Games removed Klombos from the files at the beginning of Chapter 4, you're not able to anger them or anything like that, or even jump on their backs. But without a doubt, it is still awesome to finally see Klombo back in Fortnite, at least in some way. And if you want to play this map for yourself, all you need to do is enter the island code you see on your screen right now. Next up, we have a super chill map known as Moon Riders Hyperspeed Driving. And like the name suggests, you're essentially on the moon riding around on whatever vehicle you want to choose. I know there are a bunch of other ATV or off-roading maps very similar to this, but if I'm being honest, I think this one might be my favorite because it's on the moon, meaning you have very low gravity, making it incredibly easy to do a bunch of backflips or as many tricks as you can even imagine. Now, this definitely isn't my favorite Creative 2.0 island I'll be showing you in this video, but it is fun. More importantly, it's extremely relaxing, and if you want to check it out, the island code is on your screen right now. And before we go any further, if you don't hit the thumbs up button on this video, in exactly 103 days, when you log on to Fortnite, this will happen. No! But if you do hit the thumbs up button, in exactly 103 days when you log on to Fortnite, this will be waiting for you. Choice is all yours, so choose carefully. Time to switch things up a little bit, boys. Our next island goes by the name Deathrun King, and this map has some really awesome features, like the giant dirt burger you're able to see as soon as you spawn in. And if you think you're any good at death runs, you absolutely have to try this out because it's way more difficult than any death run ever before for a reason you never would expect. Basically, the camera angle is totally changed. It literally makes it feel like you're almost not even playing Fortnite. This map also features a bunch of awesome cutscenes, really showcasing what's possible inside of the Unreal Editor for Fortnite. So if you're a big fan of death runs, I highly recommend you use the island code on the screen to check out this map. Another map you definitely shouldn't miss is this one that goes by the name Cyber Rush. And I honestly think this is one of the cooler maps we've seen created so far. It has an awesome custom soundtrack that goes along with it, and you're literally flying through a cyber city, all while having to use your grappler as well as your pistol to fend off a bunch of enemies and not get caught. Without a doubt, this island probably has the most detail out of any map created so far. They even went so far as to add a bunch of custom animations and cutscenes, and even a bunch of different stages. I literally think you could play this map for hours without ever actually getting to the end of it. This is a map I definitely think you should check it out, and you can use the island code on the screen right now. Once you're done playing that map, I highly recommend you check out Driftboard Mountain. Like the name suggests, this is essentially a snowboarding or snow resort themed map. Right when you spawn in, the first thing you're going to want to do is go and pick up a driftboard for yourself, and then you can start snowboarding. There are a grand total of 14 different trails that you're able to choose from, ranging in all sorts of different difficulties, and they even implemented a ski lift to help you get back up to the top. The detail on the map is absolutely insane, and it's very easy to use to navigate. I honestly think it would be pretty easy to delete a couple hours just mindlessly roaming around this map. I highly recommend you check it out. If you want to do so, the island code is on your screen right now. This next one is one of my favorite. It goes by the name Roller Coaster Showcase, and it does not disappoint. It lives up to the name entirely, literally showcasing a roller coaster, which I never expected to see in Fortnite, man. Not only is it a roller coaster, but you actually get to go on it in the first-person view. It's actually shocking how similar this feels to actually being on a real roller coaster. Obviously, you don't get the drop in your stomach feeling because after all, it is still a video game, but I gotta admit, I am very impressed by whoever made this map of making something this quality as fast as they did. There's even one part where you literally go through a rock, which is super cool. Ultimately, I don't think anybody's gonna be playing this map for more than like 3 or 4 minutes, but you absolutely have to try this out for yourself, and to do so, the code is on your screen right now. Our next map is a super fun party game that goes by the name Cubed. Like the name suggests, the entire island takes place on something that looks like a Rubik's Cube. As soon as the game begins, you'll spawn on top of the cube in inside of a car, and it's pretty simple. All you're trying to do is outlast every other person in the lobby. It's very similar to Color Switch. However, instead of there being a specific color you actually need to go to survive, the cube simply rotates, and it's pretty difficult because it rotates very, very slowly. And the trick is you have to pick the exact perfect time to when you want to go over to the new side of the cube. If you wait too long, you won't be able to make it over, and it'll simply dump you off the edge of it. If you go too soon, the opposite will happen, and you won't be able to get any traction on the other side, which will also result in your death. I think this is a great party game map. Like, if you want to invite a bunch of friends and play this with them, I bet you'll have a great time. And if you're interested in that, the code for this is on your screen right now. Another fun party game to play with your friends is actually Extreme Hill Race. And like the name suggests, you're essentially going up a giant extreme hill while doing a race. It sounds super duper simple, doesn't it? But in actual reality, it's a pretty difficult map. Essentially, think of it like you're a tightrope walker, but instead of walking, you're actually driving on a dirt bike. The terrain itself is super duper bumpy, and it's not easy at all. For that reason, I would recommend taking your time and going extremely slow. And let me warn you, the little circles that you end up driving through actually aren't checkpoints at all. And if you end up falling off of the giant cliff, you'll actually get sent all the way back to the beginning. It's a super fun map, sort of frustrating, but hey, it's still worth checking out. The code for that is on your screen right now. Another fun game to play with your friends is this map known as Fort Shooter. And this is essentially a first-person shooter version of Fortnite that is a tribute to some of the very first FPSs that ever released. Basically, I think this is the creator's version of what Fortnite would have looked like right when computers released. It has a super awesome effect where essentially everything on your screen is super duper pixelated. The entire thing is in first person as well. I have no idea how the creator actually managed to pull that off, since obviously first person hasn't been released yet. And the actual map you're playing on is cool as well. I'm pretty sure it's based off of a super old video game, like maybe Doom or Counter-Strike or something like that. But get some friends together and play this map, man. The island code is on your screen right now. The next Creative 2.0 map is actually the Giant House Prop Hunt. Like the name suggests, it is essentially an absolutely massive house that you get to play prop hunt in. If you've never played prop hunt before, it's basically just a different version of hide and go seek. However, the people who are hiding actually get to pick a prop and then disguise themselves as that prop and try and hide from the seeker. The house has a grand total of 3 floors to it with a bunch of different rooms, so there's essentially unlimited amount of hiding spots. The only downside is each round lasts like 15 minutes or something ridiculous. So if somebody has like a really, really good hiding spot that the seekers just cannot find, it can take really, really long just for that round to end and for them to be declared the winner. Ultimately, it's a super fun island, and if you want to check it out, the code is on your screen right now. The very last island of the video goes by the name Vegetable Nightmares. Like the name suggests, this features 3 vegetables that will literally give you nightmares, and they're absolutely horrifying. Now, this map is a horror map. You essentially navigate this weird little building while running into the vegetable monsters. It is kind of weird and glitchy at times, but I do think it is one of the more detailed Unreal editor for Fortnite maps we've gotten so far. It includes tons of different cutscenes, tons of different custom animations, and then the 3 custom characters I mentioned earlier. I highly suggest playing this with friends because I played it solo, and I honestly didn't have that much fun. If you want to check this one out, the code for it is on your screen right now. More and more Creative 2.0 maps are coming out literally every single day, and as they get released, I'm going to tweet them all out on my Twitter account at HomeGamesYT. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.